Hey there YouTube, Netminder here. Today I'm going to be going over the cheaper than dirt rough use knife. This is the Bowie model. Alright, the model number on this specific one is DBA-443. There's two other versions of this. There's a clip point and a bolo shape. Look those up on cheaperthandirt.com. This is the Bowie version, specific one I got. The dimensions on this knife are 13.5 inches for the full length, an 8 3/4 of an inch blade length, and 7 3/4 of an inch cutting edge. So right there. Alright, the blade steel is an 1/8 of an inch thick. Okay, now that we've got those out of the way, let's go over some pros and cons of this knife. First, we'll go over the pros of it. This is a full tang construction, which means the tang, or this piece of metal, comes all the way through the handle to the back of the knife. Can't actually see the metal there, but it's there. Look up Nos4's video. This blade isn't too heavy. Alright, for being what it is, it's fairly lightweight. Don't know the exact weight, I'm sorry, don't have one of those fancy digital scales. The tip on this knife is very strong, if you call it a tip. I'll go over that a little bit later. The guard on this knife is also an 1/8 of an inch piece of steel. Very strong. As you can see, it goes up your hand. It isn't sliding forward. This blade steel, whatever it is, some sort of 440, very easy to sharpen. There's a lanyard hole on it, easily big enough for paracord. And the biggest pro of this knife is the price. Currently, as of September 23rd, 2009, Cheaper Than Dirt has it listed for $9.97. Okay, now that we've gone over some of the major pros of this knife, let's go over some of the cons. First up is, despite the looks of it, looks like a great chopper, it isn't. It's horrible. I don't know what it is, you just can't chop with this knife. As I might have hinted to earlier, the blade steel, the edge retention on this knife, it is not very good. Because it's so soft, it seems to me, it doesn't hold an edge very long. So that leads us into the blade steel on it. They say here, let's see if you guys can see that. Right here it says 440 stainless. It doesn't specify which one. Obviously not 440C. It's a higher quality blade steel. The tip on this knife, although it's a very strong tip, there isn't much of a tip. Here you can see, get it in focus, it's rounded off, doesn't come to a very sharp point. Excuse me. The handle on this knife is very slick and very squared off. So there you can see it's very squared off. Not much of rounding. There's no texturing on this, so it's very slick. But then, what can you expect with a knife that costs $10? The coating on this knife, as you can see, it's well used, is very, very bad. It comes off easily. It's a very coarse texture, so it picks everything up. I can't get it clean. I don't know if it's just what I'm doing. If you guys got tips on it and how to clean it off, let me know. So last but not least is one of the world's crappiest sheaths. Alright, this is a piece of nylon, some plastic inside with a foam piece at the bottom to protect your edge. Alright, as you can see, this is tearing up everywhere. While drawing the knife, I cut it. The retention strap on this scares the daylight out of me. Alright, you know, for some reason you're running, this thing's hopping around, you can see. It's not holding it in very well, and I've already sewn it on even more. Originally it was just this one strip right here, and I've already sewn it on more, trying to tighten it. Not too much success in that department. Sorry about that. The belt loop, it'll accommodate really any size belt loop. I fit it through over my pistol belt. Alright, so there's the knife and sheath. So now some overall conclusions. It's a good knife for the money you're paying for it. I wouldn't pay more really than $15 for this knife. It's a good beater knife for you guys to have around your house. I have used and abused this knife, as you guys can see, and it's held up nicely. So overall, I recommend this knife as a good beater knife. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Ask me any questions, comments, they're all welcome. Thanks for watching. Netminder out.